Hey actors, it's Wendy Wright, the Hollywood Talent Manager. You guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, welcome. I'm a talent manager in Hollywood. I have been for many, many years. I've worked as an agent, I've worked as a manager, and I own the #1 acting business school in the world called Hollywood Winner's Circle Academy. And that is because actors need to understand the business side of this, not just the acting side. So today, guys, I'm going to talk to you guys just about online auditions and where to find auditions, and whether you need to move to a big city to become an actor. You don't. So where do you find auditions? You got to find them on backstage.com. You can find them on Actors Access, Casting Networks, Casting Workbook. If you are in London, it's Spotlight. Cast Now, I think, is in Australia. And there are several other platforms that work for actors. And the best way to find out, like, what they're using in your country, if you're from another country, is go to your Facebook groups in your country. So like London actors or German actors, South African actors, and ask the actors in your group, where are they finding jobs? If you're in the United States, you're using Actors Access, Casting Networks, and Backstage. Casting Networks is also used all over the world. So there's just like lots of opportunities to find work on your own before you get an agent or manager. And this is very, very important that you do that. A lot of times actors, they say to me, hi, Wendy, I want to become an actor. Where can I get an agent? And then I say, well, where have you taken acting classes? And they'll say, well, I haven't started acting classes yet. And I say, go take the classes first and learn how to act, because no agent or manager wants an actor that doesn't know how to act yet, right? That makes sense. So once you've learned how to act and you're pretty believable and we can watch you and be like, yeah, I believe that, then it's time to get an agent or manager. And so in order to get ready for an agent or manager to take you seriously, you got to get some work done on your own and book as many projects as you can. So if you guys are just starting out, maybe some of you are kids in high school or college, maybe some of you are adults and you have already had your kids and now you're trying to get back into this business. I understand where you're coming from, no matter which one of those things you are. And I will tell you that building your resume is the first step. Training, and then building your resume. So creating profiles on these platforms and submitting yourself regularly every single day for projects that you see. And I want you to understand that auditioning is not just about getting a job. Like, I'm going to audition and get that job. I want you to understand that casting directors cast a lot of projects, a lot of projects. So if you go in for one job and you don't get it, they might be casting 7 or 8 or 10 more other jobs, right? And you might be right for something else they're casting. Or they're casting something next year that you're absolutely right for, and they remember everybody. They're like elephants. These people remember everything. And that's their job. They're so good at it that when they see a role in a script, they can think of 20 actors that could play that role. If they've seen you in an audition and you did a great job, chances are you didn't book it, because remember, guys, one person books a job and 500 to 5,000 people apply. So that's like going to the bank, putting in an application, 5,000 other people apply, and only one person gets it. The difference is that bank might not have that position open again every single day, every single year, but casting directors do. So if you make a strong impression on a casting director, they have 10 more roles to cast tomorrow, 75 more roles for the next movie, and the next movie, and the next movie, year after year after year after year after year. So every audition is really an opportunity to show them that you're good, to show them that you're good. And they can tell that in 3 seconds. So this is where it becomes very, very important that you train. Sometimes I hear people say, well, Jennifer Lawrence never trained. Yeah, that's not true. Okay, she has a personal coach that works with her on the materials, and a personal coach that works with her on set when she's working as an actor. There are some naturally gifted actors. I'll tell you, there are some people that just come out of the womb pretty talented, okay? They can sing in key. They don't really need a lot of training. They just have a gift. That is very, 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 very rare. The majority of people you see on TV have had 10 years of training. And they spent 10 years trying to get auditions with agents and trying to get in the rooms and trying to show them that people that they're good. And they finally started booking things. Okay. So it takes years, but don't think it's going to take 10 years before you book something, you guys. Listen, start taking classes, and maybe this year you're taking classes and you start booking some student films. You start getting some lead roles in films. You get some non-union films, some short films, commercials, web series, music videos. Maybe you do some extra work. Maybe you do some stand-in work. Get on set. See what's going on. Start learning how things work. And get excited about this, because isn't it fucking exciting? Like, I don't know about you guys, but I've never lost the enthusiasm for this business. I started singing as a singer for 20 years, a professional singer, a recording artist. Then I became a producer. Then I became a talent agent. Then I became a talent manager. Done a little acting here and there on a couple of shows. I love this business with all my heart. And I've worked on the business side of it for many, many, many years. So I don't talk a lot about my business side of it, but I will tell you, I was working in publicity. I worked at Lee Salters and Associates, and our clients were Michael Jackson, Barbra Streisand, Neil Diamond, Lionel Richie, Dolly Parton. Some of you might be too young to know who these people are, but they're huge stars. You know who Michael Jackson is, but these are huge, huge stars, right? And I've worked with like Whoopi Goldberg, and I've worked with Neil Patrick Harris, and I can't even begin to tell you how many people, Johnny Galecki from the Big Bang Theory and Mayim Bialik from the Big Bang Theory, and just huge, huge stars. And I really enjoyed my time working at the tops of the business and working with the best of the best. But my passion lies in helping people that have a dream, and they're like, you know, I get that, because I was you. I was home in Hamden, Connecticut with the dream to be a singer. And I would sing in my room for hours and hours and hours and hours. And I would play records and record myself and sing. And I just wanted to sing on the radio, like on records. It's all I wanted to do. And there was nobody to help me. I didn't have a me. There was nobody to help me. And I was really terrified of singing in front of people. So I had to do a lot of work on myself so that I wouldn't be scared. So I did some seminars. I did something called The Forum. I still recommend that if you guys are looking for something to give you some more strength, you know, theforum.com. I did something called Insight Seminars. I invested in myself. I invested in my growth. I invested in becoming more than I was, becoming more confident, more sure of myself, more strong. I invested in myself. I paid for these courses, and I learned how to be more confident and stronger in who I am and what I want. And then I said, I'm going for it. And I started on my singing career. I had 3 or 4 top 40 hits. The Netherlands, France, Germany, Greece, a platinum record or gold record, I think it was, in Scandinavia. Just performed live all over the world. And I sang on jingles on commercials, and I sang on music that's in movies, and I sang and performed live all over the place. I sang with some of my greatest heroes like Little Richard and Candy Dolfer. I just had a great, great singing career. And I know what it feels like to have a dream and want to get your talent out there, but not knowing who to go to or what you can trust or what's real or what advice you should listen to. I got it. I understand that. And that's why I love helping new people. I know what it feels like to help people at the top, and that doesn't get me up in the morning. Okay, that was great. I learned a lot about the business. I learned how everything works. But what really excites me is helping the new person. I used to be with a management company. I started it with my friend Laura, called Palace Right Management. And we had maybe 10 clients when we first started out, and William Stanford Davis was one of our clients. And now you can see him on Abbott Elementary. He plays the janitor on Abbott Elementary, and that show has won so many Emmy Awards. But I'm telling you, I was there when he started, and I was there watching him training endlessly, taking classes, teaching classes, auditioning for everything, booking a bunch of stuff. If you go watch him on IMDb Pro and look him up, William Stanford Davis, used to be Stan Davis, William Stanford Davis, you will see the years and years and years of booking and working that he put in before he booked Abbott Elementary 3 years ago and became a series regular. He became a series regular at 70 years old. right? So this is the long game. Some of you, I have a client who came to my school, Hollywood Winter Circle Academy. Her name is Isabella Ferreira. And she was just 17, I think, maybe 16 when she started. Her mother took the course with Isabella. I taught them everything they need to know, got all their materials together, put them with the right coaches. One of my favorite coaches is James Ciccone in New York, and he trains in person and online. And I said, train with him because he teaches people how to book the job. So go train with him. She booked 3 episodes of Orange is the New Black, and then she booked a series regular role on a Hulu show called Love Victor. Love Victor. It was on for 3 seasons. And now she's in a movie with Bobby Cannavale. He's a big star. You guys, it's doable. You can become a working actor. You just have to know what to do. And I like helping people figure that out because that's fucking exciting to me. And I love it when people email me and they're like, guess what, Wendy? Got my first co-star. I'm starring in my first movie. I just signed with an agent. I just signed with a manager. And I'm just booked a commercial. I just made $20,000 on a commercial. I'm like, yes, that's great. Keep going. Keep training. And yeah, I like being a part of that process. So if you guys are new to my channel, stay close. Ask any questions you have. Watch the old videos. Suggest new ones. Like and subscribe to this channel so you can find out when I do new videos. And, you know, I'm here for you. I promise you I will always tell you the truth. I want you to be successful. And there are no shortcuts, okay? No shortcuts. There are strategic steps to take. And that's what you need. So I just hope that this encourages you to follow your dreams and to really believe that it's true, that you can become a working actor. There's so much work out there. There are so many channels and networks. And listen, guys, they cast everybody. You know, when I was growing up in the 60s, I tell you how old I am. I was born in the 60s. I'm black and white, right? I'm biracial. There were no black and white kids on television because black and white people did not marry on TV in the 60s. So they didn't have any kids running around either. So there were no roles for black and white kids in the 60s. And even in the 70s and 80s, we really didn't see that. So you guys are in a time where people of all races and ethnicities, there are jobs for you. And also growing up, there were no jobs. A lot of Hollywood jobs did not go to older women. You guys, at 30 years old, you were done. You were done. There were very, very few roles written for older women. Now, there's tons of movies written for older women, and there's plenty of opportunities for you, even if you're just starting at 50 years old, okay? If you're telling yourself, oh, I should have started 20 years ago, stop it. Stop that. You are what you are, and you're marketable because you are alive. You have a perspective. You've had experience in life. You have talent. You have a dream and a vision, and there's a place for you in Hollywood and in movies and TV. So I just want you to believe in yourself. I'm going to talk to you in the next video about what casting directors want and what you need to give them in auditions to stand out. And I hope this has been helpful. And subscribe, like my channel, ask me any questions you have below. I'll see you guys later.